If you have been thinking of moving to Thailand, this video can save you months of trial and error. These are the 5 best places to live based on real experience. Watch until the end to see which ones are the best fit for you. So let's get straight into it, and coming at number 5 is Chiang Mai. In northern Thailand, it's a little bit different than any of the other places here because the climate is so different. It's a little bit more cool, so it's not too hot. It's not my personal favorite, but for the right person it can be a perfect fit. Think of a place that is like more chill, more local, more affordable, a little bit more like a simple life. The special thing in Chiang Mai is that it's more authentic, like there's a lot of Buddhist temple, and it's definitely like feels more local than any of the other places in Thailand. There's also beautiful mountains around the city, and there's so many beautiful cafes and coffee shops. Yeah, coffee and matcha is the best I ever seen anywhere. And that's kind of the lifestyle. Go in the morning to hang out in a coffee shop, get a good coffee, get some work in. There's also a lot of digital nomads in Chiang Mai, of course, it's famous for that. And there's also a beautiful lake that is really nice for walks and runs. Like, I really love that. So there's many things to love about Chiang Mai. And yeah, the cost of living is a bit more affordable than other places in Thailand, but when I was there this year I realized that it's not really that affordable anymore. Like, it's still more affordable, but it's not like incredible difference, and that's why Chiang Mai is still 5th at the list, because it's not that big of a difference. And what I didn't really like about Chiang Mai is that when driving around the city there's a lot of red lights. Like, it's kind of annoying to drive around, and the roads will smell bad like when you're walking around. The good thing is that it can be very walkable in Niman area if you stay there, but yeah, when you're walking you smell these like drains around and it smells pretty bad. I didn't really like that. I didn't like that there's no sunsets, because the sunsets are behind the mountain, so that's one negative. Maybe many people don't care about that, but generally the vibe in Chiang Mai, it's a bit too simple for me. Like, the gyms and recovery places and everything, like, it wasn't the best. Like, it's okay, but also the food wasn't my favorite. Many people say that it's the best food in Thailand, but for me didn't really like it that much, to be honest. Also, the condo buildings seem to be pretty old generally. Like, you can get pretty good prices, but they're quite old, so not super modern. And yeah, of course there's also no beach, which is a big negative. And also the climate, there's burning season in the spring for a few months, so you definitely can't be there that time. And otherwise it can be pretty nice for a few months, but it's not really the best season long term. But if you just want to focus on work, hang out, meet some like-minded people, chilling around, maybe dating some locals, it can be a good fit for that. And yeah, I feel like every time I met someone who actually stayed there long term, they had a local girlfriend they met there and living together in Chiang Mai. But many people also say that they didn't really enjoy it that much, that I met there who tried it out. So yeah, if you don't really care about the negatives and you really enjoy the positives I just mentioned, you can check it out. For most people, I wouldn't really recommend it as like a top spot in Thailand. In my opinion, there's some way better options, so let's get into it. And number 4 is Bangkok, and this is where things get exciting. One of the most dynamic cities in the world. There's always something happening. It's the proper mega city energy. Modern, chaotic, fast-paced, endless things to do. Cafes, malls, rooftop bars, events. There's a big nomad and expat scene. There's just so much to do and experience in Bangkok. It's pretty insane. Like, it's just endless. Like, it's a huge city with so much going on. It's also probably the best place in Thailand for dating if you want to date the locals. Like, yeah, there's a lot of options in this city, and it's more international, so also the locals speak generally a little bit better English than in other places in Thailand. And it's also one of the most convenient places to live in the world. They have amazing condos, great infrastructure for like ordering food, ordering anything. Like, it's super easy. There's good taxis, good scooter taxis and everything. Like, everything works very well. The Wi-Fi is also very fast, and also public transport works really well. Everything is right there in the city where you live. And the nightlife is insane, of course. In Bangkok is famous for that, so if you enjoy this kinda big city vibe, you will never get bored in Bangkok. And even though there's no beach in Bangkok, many people who live there often escape the city for a quick trip to Pattaya, for example, for beach town, or go to many of the amazing islands in Thailand because it's just one cheap flight away. But for me, the biggest downside why it's not higher on this list is the air quality. It's just like the pollution is bad enough that you can feel it even in the good months of the year. For most people, it's really a big problem because you instantly feel like it's hard to breathe, but like long term, it will definitely bring some health issues. So that's why it's hard to recommend Bangkok for actually living there to visit sometimes. It's very nice. I did it myself many times, but to actually live there, yeah, just for this reason, I just couldn't do it. There's some other negatives also, like, yeah, it's loud, it's big city, there's low traffic sometimes, but mainly the air quality is just like why I can't see myself living there. But other than that, if you love big cities, convenience and social life, you will probably love Bangkok, especially if you can find a nice condo in your budget that has all the amazing, incredible amenities that many of them have. You can really log in for work also in Bangkok in those kind of condos. There's co-working spaces and everything like that. And you will always meet some interesting people in Bangkok, so it's also good for networking. And by the way, if you are working online as a digital nomad, one of the smartest moves you can make is to open a US LLC. And GenZone, the sponsor of this video, can help you with that. They can complete the entire setup within 7 to 10 days from the LLC formation, EIN issuance, and get your US bank account and payment processors for you to be fully operational and run your business anywhere from the world. While enjoying all the benefits from this setup like I have done now for a few years, I can highly recommend it. You will get 0% corporate tax in US as a non-resident, while getting the global credibility as a US business. With GenZone, you will get dedicated advisors guiding you through the whole process, which saves you a ton of time and also prevents any costly mistakes. So if you want to open a US LLC, click the first link in the description and use Jose for 10% off. But now it's time to check my favorite options in Thailand. And coming at number 3 is Koh Phangan, where we just spent a month again. And honestly, it's amazing. It's one of those places people fall in love instantly because of the natural beauty. It's just incredible with all the hills and roads, middle of the nature. It's so beautiful. There's so many nice beaches on the small island, and the sunsets are just insane, like so beautiful. It's just so peaceful in Koh Phangan, and what I love also about it that is like small enough so it's so easy to drive anywhere, so you're never too far from anything, like night markets, beaches, sunsets, nice cafes, gyms, recovery places, like there's anything kinda close by always. So yeah, the vibe is very chill, like an island vibe, while you can still focus on your work because the Wi-Fi is really good, and there are some digital nomads and entrepreneurs on the island, but not that much. Like there's some even AI meetups we just attended last week, but at the same time most of the people on the island are like more like hippies or also some tourists. But one thing also in Koh Phangan to know is that it's like full of Israelis. It's just like popular place for them to take a holiday, so there's these like big groups of young people from them. Like it's not the best because you can't really integrate with them because they speak their own language, they're in their own group. So yeah, it's one thing I don't really like so much about Koh Phangan. There's also some things that are a little bit annoying. It's a small island, there's some issues. It's a little bit hard to order food. Their own app doesn't really work so well. There's no taxis, like there's no taxi apps. You need to order it from like WhatsApp from them. It's a bit expensive for certain things, a little bit inconvenient, but it's okay, it's not too bad. There's also no airport on the island, so if you want to take trips, you need to take boat first to Koh Samui. So there are some negatives also. The beaches get a bit too low tide in April, so the season is not the best. Like it's really good from January to March, but then it gets really hot and low tide. Yeah, there's some negatives, but it's a magical place. It's really beautiful island. And yeah, the cost of living also in terms of accommodation, it's not the best. It's hard to find modern accommodation that is not like super expensive. But what Koh Phangan is really great for is being healthy. There's so many cafes and restaurants for healthy food. There's really good fitness scene also. Like it's amazing. You can really stay healthy and focus on that side of your life in Koh Phangan so well. But yeah, I would say like people seem to love it even long term if you're more into like spirituality and just want to have a chill place with amazing nature and not too much like traffic or any of these issues that are in most of the other places. So yeah, I would say up to a month it's incredible in Koh Phangan for like anyone to really enjoy that kind of peaceful vibe, especially if you're coming from more busy places. But for longer it's not recommended for most people, I would say. But yeah, let's check out the top 2 places because they're generally good for almost anyone. And coming at number 2 is Phuket, which is probably the best balance in Thailand. You get island lifestyle, but with real infrastructure and convenience. Well, look at these elephants. Really nice in the jungle. And yeah, Phuket can be a bit touristy, but also a really good balance between like beach lifestyle, but also it's developed enough that it kind of feels like a city life sometimes also. So yeah, in Phuket there's a lot of like more like modern and nice cafes and gyms and spas and even really nice co-working spaces, but it's still like tropical. It feels really tropical and beautiful, still island vibes. It feels more livable long term as the smaller islands. You got everything: beaches, nature, nightlife, fitness, food, activities. It's easy to build routine, but also plenty to do when you need more action. So it's great for work, but also for lifestyle. But it's also convenient with international airport, big malls and hospitals. Everything is there. It's basically way more developed than places like Koh Phangan. So it's easy to live comfortably without sacrificing the island life. But yeah, the thing with Phuket is that it's like a very big expat scene, but it's like extremely dominated by Russians, which makes it a bit less like it doesn't feel so international, like a global nomad scene. It feels also less local because there's even like a lot of the businesses and people who own the apartments and villas and places, they're most of the time Russians, at least that's my experience. And like, yeah, when I was in Phuket, I was like talked to in Russian like almost every day. Even one girl say when she talked to me in Russian in a sunset viewpoint, when I was like, oh, what? I'm not Russian. And she's like, oh, really? Oh, sorry. I just thought because like everyone here Russian, so I thought you also. And that's kind of the vibe, and it ruins it a little bit, to be honest. Like if you're not Russian, like it's just yeah, it's not the best in this way. And also it can feel a bit commercial and touristy in some areas, and also the traffic can be pretty bad sometimes, depending on the area. Not on the whole island, but yeah, it's not the best in certain areas. But if you want more comfort with still island life, this is one of the best options, especially if you like more developed places. And next I will be showing the number 1 place on this list, which is of course here where I've been filming this whole video. It's so beautiful, like we're staying in this place that is like incredible. Like, this accommodation is pretty awesome, by the way. Like one reason why I love this island so much for like a long-term living as a base, that there's so many of these places on the hills that are just so beautiful, like incredible views, but still like modern, comfortable apartments and villas and everything. There's a lot of options. But we will go now to the beach to talk about all the other reasons why this is the number 1. So my number 1 place to live in Thailand is here in Koh Samui. It's just so beautiful. For me, it's just the best overall, like the best balanced lifestyle. And at the same time, there's like more international community. It's not too chaotic and not too quiet. It's kind of good middle ground. It feels like it's easy to live here long term. You can find peace and nature, but also more like exciting things and a lot of things to do and experience on this island. And on this one island for lifestyle, you have pretty much everything you need for fitness also, like great gyms, really good paddle places with quite active community, and amazing recovery places. The sauna, ice bath and all that kind of thing is really amazing here. And a lot of amazing cafes also and restaurants. You can get really good food here also. And night markets and everything like that. Like there's a lot of options for everything. And the nature is so beautiful here. There's so many amazing spots and places to explore. Beautiful sunsets, and the air quality is really good also. So there's no chaos. There's no crazy traffic and pollution and all that in many of the cities you have. And yeah, big reason why I put this to the number 1 compared to Phuket and Koh Phangan is that the community is way more balanced. Like it's easy to meet like-minded people. As I say, there's not only like one nationality, big groups of those people everywhere. It's a little bit different. It's really nice. You can meet like-minded people everywhere. When you go to sauna, ice bath, gym, paddle, you can meet really nice and like friendly, chill people. But yeah, the entrepreneurship and like a business scene is not the best ever, but there are definitely a lot of entrepreneurs also living on this island and like people who work online. And yeah, it's quite convenient. It's easy to order food here, good infrastructure. Everything works pretty well. There's also pretty nice mall here, even if it's not the biggest island. And if you need more action, you can fly easily with one cheap flight flight to Bangkok, one of the biggest mega cities in the world. So that's one benefit, and also it's one ferry ride away from Koh Tao, which is probably the most beautiful island, one of the most beautiful islands in the world. So yeah, that's also nice that you have access to those places while having a good like balanced lifestyle on this island here. But it's not perfect. One thing is that it's a bit too spread it out, like this like really nice sunset areas are a bit further away from the nicest beaches. So basically you need to kind of decide, like, do you want to be close to sunsets every day or close to really nice beaches for swimming and everything, because it takes like 20 to 30 minutes between the two. And the road's also not the best, so it's a bit of a annoying thing to drive with the scooter between the two. And it can be quite expensive here, but if you want the best overall lifestyle in Thailand, this is it. It's a good mix of peace, social life, fitness and comfort. Because in the end of the day, there is no perfect place, just what is something that fits you the best. For me in Thailand, it's Koh Samui, but your choice might be completely different. And honestly, I'm still choosing Bali over anything in Thailand for my base and home. In my opinion, anything in Thailand long term just doesn't come close to that. But I know a lot of people also really love Thailand more than they do Bali. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below what's your choice